The Milwaukee Bucks have officially won the NBA championship, which means it is now time for the offseason. And for the other 29 teams, it is time for them to try and figure out what moves they need to do to win a championship, just like the Milwaukee Bucks. And of course, the team that I'm going to be talking about today are the Chicago Bulls. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls. So if you're a Bulls fan, hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, guys. Hit the bell icon so you are, in fact, notified every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. All right, so I've talked a lot about the Bulls offseason plans, especially with free agency, mainly because we don't have our draft pick this year because of the Nikola Vucevic trade. So the draft in the previous years was more important than free agency, and now free agency is more of a priority for the Bulls than the draft because of the fact that, again, we don't have our own draft pick this year. It is going to Orlando. So let's talk about free agency and a surprising name that has popped up in free agency. Of course, you can tell by the title, which is Kyle Lowry. Okay, so the Bulls, we know, are going to look for a point guard help this offseason. That's going to be their number one priority. But Kyle Lowry was not a guy that I have even considered or thought about. So where's this coming from? Okay, it's coming from Matt Moore of the Action Network, who basically is saying that do not be surprised if Arturas Karnisovas, the Bulls front office executive, takes a look at Kyle Lowry in free agency to address the point guard position. So again, like I mentioned, I didn't even think about Kyle Lowry, all right, when we were talking about guys that the Bulls could go after. So my quick thoughts on this one, right? Just want to jump on and give my quick thoughts on this. I'm not sure I like it. I really don't, folks. Look, Kyle Lowry is 35 years old, okay? He's going to be a free agent this season, this offseason, I should say. And he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. And we know last year the Lakers tried trading for him. And we know that there was other teams interested, maybe like a Miami. But Kyle Lowry, again, it's mainly the age thing. He's 35. If you sign Kyle Lowry, then you are literally expediting the timeline to win a chip, like right now. And are you telling me or trying to convince me that a core of Kyle Lowry, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic is going to compete for a championship? I don't think so. Kyle Lowry is over the hill a bit for sure. Now, last season he averaged about 17 points and 7 assists, which is solid. Don't get me wrong, it's solid, but it's not spectacular, right? And here's the thing. He's only going to get worse, right? Knowing that he's 35 and going on to 36, 37, etc. Not everybody is aging or going to age like Chris Paul. Now, again, Chris Paul going to a young team like the Phoenix Suns, yeah, you might draw that comparison and be like, Faiz, what about that? Right? What if Kyle Lowry is our Chris Paul? I'm not sure. I don't see it. I really don't. I think a younger guy, like we've been talking about with a Lonzo Ball, a Spencer Dinwiddie, heck, even a Dennis Schroeder, who I'm not the biggest fan of. Obviously, this is all pending money, right? Everybody has a price. But all these guys would be probably better options for the Bulls than Kyle Lowry. If you have Kyle Lowry, I mean, this feels like when the Bulls tried to, or didn't try to, when they signed a washed-up Dwayne Wade, and they had him with Jimmy Butler and Rajon Rondo, and that was our big three at that point, right? The three alphas, if you guys remember that. So, again, I'm not a fan of this. If the Bulls try to go after Kyle Lowry, I don't think they should. Again, price tag, if it's a very, very cheap deal, right? Less than $10 million maybe, but even at that point, I probably wouldn't. And the only scenario I see this happening is if we lose out on everybody else, right? You lose out on Lonzo, you lose out on Spencer Dinwiddie, you lose out on a guy like a Dejounte Murray, you lose out on, you lose out on everybody else, and the only guy left is Kyle Lowry. So that's the only circumstance. Otherwise, I don't like it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree, as always. Thanks for watching.